Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming at.
Turning it on! He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw it, Sullivan. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it in. Zone, they'll mark it at the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's Manning. Keeps looking downfield. He'll throw it. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parrish. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one. Trying to find the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even...
Touchdown, Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Grab behind the line. It's Parrish. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quickly complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Shakes off the defender. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop them on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly. Got him, and nobody's close. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. On the run, it's Bryant. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. By himself, he makes the grab. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. It's a draw. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running, at least they have the football in their hands every time, know where they're going to be. You focus in, the defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call. He wants to take the top off. And he lays out and snags it down the left side. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking...
Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Boom. Buys a little time with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fires to the big fella.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
To the air, it's Sullivan. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Continues to fight for yards. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that run, there he goes. He'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Manning. Caught behind the line, it's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. He caught it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground. in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. They've got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Parrish. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. And the Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defense.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Clemson set up with another first down. Motion from the back. And some room to work. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna swing it on second down. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Sullivan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He'll do it himself. Quick step and go. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about...
Turning, just steamrolling the defense. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parrish. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Sooners are flying down the field. Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Gives it on the option. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield. It's McIntyre. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets into the 25. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they...
He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. After the filthy move, he's got room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it. Into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the move. Breaks into the open.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's McIntyre. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Sooners send out the punt unit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Smart move to keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Trying to do it on the ground. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the 1st. They're going to ice this game.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.